That was cloudburst all over the place, man. Honestly, check this out.
Have you cloudbursted?
I just...
So what is the song that I'm going? The one that goes... That over... There's like a 90s would have been played over like Friends era kind of theme tune on a TV show.
I'm too young for that. I'm too young for that.
Well, look, we are performing today with the new, well, I say new performer series. This is a limited edition signature Justin Timberlake. I might have read that wrong. This might just be the Timber series.
The Justin Timberlake series.
Fender. So Performer Series, if you're not familiar, is the most affordable USA-made range of guitars that they make, Strats, Teles, basses, etc. So they reduced the cost of these by shipping them in gig bags rather than cases and doing the satin finishes and just generally using perhaps some slightly cheaper hardware. But
more affordable.
It's still a really nice feeling guitar. The neck feels borderline identical to something like, you know, American Pro 2, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You've got your vintage style tuners on a 70s style headstock. Yosemite pickups with this sort of push-pull additional switching system here on the second tone control, which we'll talk about in a minute.
You know what I just noticed here on that little sticker there? Have you seen what it says on there?
I just done it. Oh, hang on, let me go. Like and subscribe. Every 10,000 new subscribers, we're giving away pedals. When we get to 1 million, one lucky winner is going to win a Klon.
I thought that's what it said.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And mine says, if you want to skip through this initial part of the video to find out about stuff later in the video, try using the timestamps below. Okay, so the colour of the guitar determines the wood that it's made from. If you go mocha, which you can either have in a rosewood neck Strat like this, or you can have in a maple neck Telecaster.
Okay, right.
And the mocha is made from sassafras.
Sassafras. Naughty, also, I mean, I don't know anything about drugs.
No, definitely not.
Sassafras has got nothing to do with it. May or may not
make an oil that was banned in the 1960s.
So if you see people coming into your store licking their guitars,
can you imagine? And then playing the best guitar they've ever played.
Absolutely.
That'll be this one. Right, the next colour is the Honeyburst. And the Honeyburst can either be in a rosewood neck Strat or a maple neck Tele. And the Honeyburst is spruce.
Spruce.
Spruce Springsteen. Spruce Forsyth.
Spruce. What?
Forsyth, I said. Anyway, and then lastly, if you go with the darker, the 2-colour Sunburst, which you can have in the rosewood neck Tele or a maple neck Strat, that is Sugar Pine.
I love Sugar Pine. I like Pine for Telecasters because it's
band.
light and very... Sugar Pine.
Sugar Pine gang.
Yeah, it's Sugar Pine.
Now, of course, if the only difference between these two guitars is the fact that one is made of sugar pine or spruce? Sorry,
this
spruce.
Is spruce, this is sugar pine.
Sassafras. Then, of course,
the debate of Tonewoods.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't even call it Tonewood. Tonewood is a thing that marketing people made up. I'm saying wood. And obviously, some of you on the internet will go, it doesn't make any difference. But we have
to try it though. We have to you play some G chord, and you swap it over, and we'll see if it sounds exactly the same or not.
Avec sans pedals, if that even is how you would say it in French. So no pedals.
You know what? That sounds like a Strat.
It does sound a lot like a Strat, and I was on position 2 there, which I didn't mean to be. So let's start with position 5, aka the neck pickup. Sounds very Stratty. Position 4, neck and middle. Middle. This is like nobody cares anymore, do they? Strat demos where you go through the pickups, they all sound like Strats.
It's always Fender always sounds more Stratty than another brand of this type guitar. What is that?
It's in the mind.
What is that? That's like a mounting guitar. What is it? What is that?
It's got this pushy-pulley thing here. Does that bring the neck pickup in? That's what normally happens. So it shouldn't do anything here. Yeah, so
I think it only does it on the neck.
This brings the neck pickup in. So if I'm here, I should get all three. But the most popular one, I think, is, you know, guitar players often like this combination of the neck and the bridge, and that's how you would do it here. So that feels nice to play and sounds like a Strat. That's incredible.
Oh, it's so much darker.
I've turned all the tone controls down there just to be annoying and facetious.
Yep.
Neck pickup.
You have to switch
between the...
Does it sound a bit brighter? I don't know.
Maybe a bit. Maybe it's in the mind.
I think that's got more low end on it.
I do too. Oh, look, man.
It's marginal.
You're either a believer or you're not.
I think it sounds different.
Well, and also as well, we should say as well, it's like YouTube is a I don't know what the percentage is, but, you know, 5 to 10% of what we hear in the room is lost through the YouTube compression.
More than that, I would think.
So when we're talking about hearing 1 or 2% things, you'd be forgiven for listening on the internet and going, I can't hear any different. And so
on the train to your little speakers on your phone.
Yeah, exactly, especially when we're talking about big low end or whatever. So go to a shop, decide for yourself. But anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Is there a weight difference here? I would say that what did we say this was?
That's the spruce.
Yeah, that is slightly lighter. Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? Because if you think about,
that's really light.
I mean, if you think about on an acoustic guitar where a spruce top is used over, say, a mahogany or a cedar top or something like that, you would typically associate that with adding brightness to the tone, wouldn't you? But hey, I know you all hate me, but that's okay. I've got my new board here, which is I've been using. I'm really enjoying, and I'm using an amp now that's built into the pedal board. Go watch a previous video to find out about that. This is a Carbon by Brown Amplification. So a little bit of low gain. If I put the tumness on top, it's very, it's bright and low gain, I would say. It's not hot. I like that. What's that? I've done that by mistake. What's this chord if I put the F sharp over the...
You still got... It's just that chord. It's just the D with the F sharp.
It's cool. Anyway, I didn't mean... could put some delay.
It's just a D with an F sharp in the bass, but a different voicing.
I mean, look, it's just very stratty. It's kind of cool that they're messing around with some different timbers. Maybe you can't hear any difference. Maybe there is no difference. I don't know. Maybe it's all in the mind.
Oh, there is a difference.
But they weigh different amounts and the grain looks different as well. So you might have a favourite there. I've always liked this sunburst colour. If I'm honest with you, I've never really liked the mocha colour. You've got to be really into your 70s furniture, I think.
Yeah, 70 Custom Deluxe or something, Telecaster.
This is definitely heavier.
What do you think of the big headstocks?
I think the big headstock is fine. I think it looks cool. I wouldn't say necessarily. I'm ambivalent. In other words, I like the 60s headstock. I like the 70s headstock.
That means you could breathe underwater.
Yes, absolutely. I am ambivalent and amphibious and ambiguous.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I think this combination, like, it looks like your grandmother's summer house or something, you know, sort of with a bit headstock.
Did you spend a lot of time in my grandmother's summer house? Did you?
You don't want to know. In the mostly, but you know.
Let's hear. So this is pine, right?
Yeah.
So there is
pine.
some heritage in this because very early Fender Telecasters would have been quite commonly pine. I don't even really know why they moved away from that. Pine's quite a soft wood, isn't it?
It's
I think
quite soft, yeah.
Maybe they moved to the alder because it would have been a harder wood, ash and alder, but it's super light, right?
Yes, it's light. It'll be under 7 for sure. I know that a lot of builders sort of people like, you know, Novo and stuff, they use a lot of sugar pine, but I don't know if it's because it's difficult to work with that not many more people use it.
It's funny, I know from the Victory guys who use pine to make their cabinets. But they won't use North American pine.
Because it's too soft.
Yeah, they'll only use Scandinavian pine because the North American pine, as you say, is soft. And I don't know if that's well, it might not make any difference on a guitar, but in cabinetry, it didn't have the rigidity.
It does. I think when we try to do
maybe these are Scandinavian pine.
Well, it's a bit more blunt, isn't it? So. With no pedals. I like they put on brass saddles.
Yours is 50s. Well, the bridge is 50s inspired, isn't it?
It's a little bit of a mix match, isn't it? Because it's not, because 50s you wouldn't get the rosewood board on it, but it definitely allows it to sing a bit more. It has the old vintage tuners that are not staggered, so good old fashioned, the best locking tuners in the world, if you ask me. Cut the string up, put it in there, tidy it up. You know, it can't be much simpler than that. So. Almost get that Strat sound, doesn't it?
Does yours do the...
I don't have any push.
Pushy-pulley. It's just on the Strat.
Like a Telecaster should be, simple as the guy who plays it. Sounds good. Woo, that's pokey.
That's pokey.
Telecaster is such a rock machine, man. You know, I think people forget
very country there, I think.
That was good. And these are more country licks. It's not easy to play because it's all this big.
There you go. There's not much else to tell you about these, but I think, you know, Performer series generally probably gets slightly overlooked, I think, by the fact that there's, you know, the Pro 2 is generally considered like you know, the standard model.
I like
but
these.
honestly, Pro 2 has
the fretboard is good.
I think the necks and the frets and everything on Pro 2 are pretty identical feeling. Sorry, on Performer are pretty identical to feeling to Pro 2. Yeah. So yeah, if you just want to save a little bit of money by not having the gloss finish and losing the case and some of the hardware's a little bit more affordable.
What's the pricing on these? Did you mention that?
I haven't mentioned it yet. I only have a list price. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be, but it's about 1,400.
Links below.
Yes,
okay,
links below. And it's limited, right? So, you know, they're just going to do a run or two of these and then...
I tell you what I would like to do with this. Buy this for, you know, whatever, and then strip it down, because I'm not a fan of this satin stuff. Give it some cool, like a nitro finish, really, like a graffiti yellow, and in the pine guitar, then, you know, you're then you're off with a custom shop style guitar for not very much money.
Indeed. Let's jam out. You can play you play the Strats. What did you play on the intro?
I play that one and this one, so I'll play that one.
Okay, fine. And I haven't played the Tele yet, so I'll play that. See you later. Bye bye.